with the American and French navies. Now, get your cameras going. I'm going to shut the PA off. Here comes the sound of the big boys, the big friends as they were known.
There's a big burn.
I get wet wipes.
Yeah, why not?
Put everything.
Yeah, I got wipes.
That pass does not count. That's your positioning pass. After that, we will start counting. You know.
Some more to the right, all shooting speed of Here's another B-25 Mitchell bomber, the first twin-engine bomber built by North American Aviation. Some of which ended up having 1850 caliber machine guns forward, facing forward. Comes the Harpoon. So good that it saw action even in the Vietnam War. The Douglas A-26 Invader. Superfortress, speed of 286 miles per hour. And balsa wood, actually. The Avro Lancaster had the capability of carrying the heaviest bomb load anywhere.
That was your first pass.
Royal Air Force Squadron number 617, the 617 Squadron. They used that new bomber for their March 21st, 1943 low-level attacks on German dams using drum-like 9,200-pound bombs designed by Sir Barnes Wallace. If you've seen the movie Memphis, Belle, you've seen the B-17 Flying Fortress. 10 crew members. The A-26 Invader. The privateer, 9 to 10 guys in that as well. Remaining flying today.
on this pass.
Cross the border.
And enter the left traffic for runway for the 500-foot line.
It's being flown by Andy Dobson and John McClanahan from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada.
The Mosquito's already headed out to you. To 1,000-foot show.
There were 7,400 Lancasters built. As they nicknamed it, this flank was, where's the Royal Canadian Air Force markings VR-A, commemorating the airplane was built in Canada in 1945 and served with the Royal Canadian Air Force until 1964. The 3360 engines. The B-25 had real short exhaust stacks. It's a hot rod.
They're going to the 500-foot line now.
Now,
They're on the 1,000-foot line.
as I mentioned earlier, the B-25 was the first twin-engine aircraft that North American aviation ever built. Not a quarter of a mile, but as little as 467 feet. Let's listen to Fifi. Here's the B-29 Superfortress. Foot wingspan, 20 feet longer than the Wright brothers' first flight in 1917. Back to the story of, oh, here's the length. Listen to the sound of these four Merlin engines. B-25s out there, B-17 approaching. On one raid one day, 60 of these aircraft were lost. It was called Black Thursday. It was in 1943 in October. Lower to the right, the PB4Y privateer built by Consolidated.
Oh, yeah.
Airplanes can take off in as little as 467 feet. We can actually put them on an aircraft carrier, get them close to Japan, and we can bomb Japan. That's what they wanted to do. When Jimmy Doolittle, the guy who'd been a flight instructor early would become a household name in the United States and around the world for his aviation exploits, was chosen to put this raid together. We went to the men of the 17th Bomb Group, called in, flown to California, picked up by a crane and placed on the deck of the USS Hornet aircraft carrier. And on April 15th, on the 1st of April, they steamed toward Japan. On April 18th, they were to have flown to within 450 miles of the coast of Japan. Launch all 16 airplanes. Japanese cities of Tokyo, Nagoya, Osaka, Kobe, and Yokohama. discovered some 800 miles away by a Japanese picket boat. They were given the altitude to work the mission to about half their normal bomb load. All extra stuff was removed and lots of fuel was put in them. They took off, all 16 bombers, starting at about 8 o'clock in the morning. No more than 100 feet above the water. Because they had to launch so far away, they didn't have enough fuel to get to those bases. Some ditched in the water. A couple of flights were captured by the Japanese and served time in prisoner of war camps. Others were executed. Dense fog when their engines quit because they ran out of fuel, they failed out. They probably one of the little Raiders. The B-29, as we see, that will be coming through in just a little bit, the B-29 Superfortress was the type that dropped the atomic bomb on Japan on Hiroshima and Nagasaki on August 6th and 9th, 1945. Here come the B-25s. A-26 Invader.
All Obama flight left downwind on one section. Runway 23 left, you are clear to land, wind light variable. Mosquito, light bomber, clear land, Privateer, after you pass over, I understand you're going to be landing. We are not going to do the missing man. We're going to do the same profile, but we're not going to do a pull-up on the missing man. It's just that we don't have the other B-17.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the heavy bombers. The B-29, the Enola Gay dropped the bomb on Hiroshima on August 6th. The B-29 Boxcar, August 9th, 1945, dropped the atomic bomb on Nagasaki. The Lank, the B-17, and the Privateer. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may be seated. Let's give a round of applause to all who have served and who serve today in all the branches of our military. Army, Navy, Marine Corps, Coast Guard, and of course the United States Air Force.